the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Well, last season, the Hawks won a lot of games with how well they were able to create on offense. So deadly at times with their ability to set each other up. Kenny, would you consider them the best team in terms of assists and passing the ball?
I would say I would say Golden State was way up there, obviously winning an NBA championship, but they were second in the league last year in assists per game, first in the East, and their entire team depends on each other. One guy's out, it really affects everything, and they're best off that catch and shoot than any team possibly other than Golden State.
You know, a lot of time we compare them to the Spurs. That's because they're a team that requires ball movement to create looks for their shooters, but reason they're not really the Spurs because they don't have a lot of players who can create off ISOs.
And that is it for us as we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
The starting lineup for the visiting Charlotte Hornets. At shooting guard, Courtney Lee. At power forward, Marvin Williams. At center, Al Jefferson. At the other forward position, Nicholas Batum. At the other guard position, Kemba Walker. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Clifford. The shooting guard position, standing 6'5", number 5, Ben McLemore. At guard, 6'7" from Creighton, number 26, Kyle Korver. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 17, Dennis Schroeder. And at center, 6'10" from Florida, number 15, Al Horford. Come on. At forward from Louisiana Tech, number 4, Paul Millsap. The head coach of your home team is Mike Budenholzer. Ladies and gentlemen, your Atlanta Hawks.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. It's all about the Eastern Conference. That's where the action is today as the Atlanta Hawks get ready to battle. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and, you know, there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Williams down low with Jefferson. Lee out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the small forward. Rear passes to Courtney. There's McLemore. Hands the shot from the wing. McLemore's got his first basket. Well, the word you'll hear in the NBA these days is gravity. Property of great shooters to draw defenders out and space the floor. A few players with more gravitational pull, I guess you could say, than Kyle Korver.
Yeah, he commands a lot of defensive attention, actually superstar level attention.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Walker. He's covered closely. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Millsap. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Set it up.
Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against the Knicks in New York.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Here's Schroeder. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Now here's McLemore outside.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And Batum kicks to Jefferson. Back to Batum. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Over to the wing. McLemore inside the line. Again, the Hawks score.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's stolen by Schroeder. Fast break, the Hawks. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Walker. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. That drops. Lee's got his first bucket of the night.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And the basket by Horford.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And it's Lee penetrating. Second chance shot, and it's Williams laying it in.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Millsap. 8 points his last outing. Here's Horford. Jefferson with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more different.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempt.
And one thing about Ben McLemore, he can be an absolute lights-out shooter. Last season was a big improvement over his rookie campaign. Up in field goal, three-point, and free throw accuracy. Really just scratching the surface in terms of his potential.
And for Ben McLemore out of Kansas, he knew he had to work harder after the Kings drafted a guy to replace him, Nick Stauskas. And, of course, Stauskas went on to have Clark an even worse rookie campaign than McLemore had the year before.
Yeah, and McLemore actually on the uptick, very much improving in year 2, and that means perhaps Stauskas will be the odd man out.
Now, here's Walker. 20 points for him last game against Miami. Batum attacking, dishes it to Jefferson. That's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Schroeder. They get the rebound. Horford. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Hornets trail by 5. Batum with the ball. Knocked away. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
There's Lee with the 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Heat in Miami.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Now, here's Walker. Now go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin will see if they have what it takes.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Batum after Kyle Korver's bucket. Walker missing again. Here's McLemore. He's got 9. Another 3 for Atlanta.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
Courtney Lee is on the wing, guarded by Korver. Walker dishes to Jefferson. Charlotte moving the ball around. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And that's now 6 points for Kemba Walker. Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the 3. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways.
And here is Lee, following Paul Millsap's 3. 13 feet away. Here's Williams. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
To the middle. Here's Horford. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Horford's got 8 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Shots good by Walker.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Under passes to Court. Down low. And there's McLemore on the assist by Korver. Korver's got 3 assists tonight.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And now a 12-point Atlanta lead. Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Left side, Walker. And another shot. Pass to Jefferson. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Here's Walker after Kyle Korver's bucket. Offensive rebound, out to Lee. The pass to Jefferson. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Jefferson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
To the inside. Williams with the ball. Now defended by McLemore. There's Lee with the 3. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
And for Big Al Jefferson, he's been a great player in this league, but he hasn't played on that many great teams, and he's never made an all-star team. Hard to imagine.
Atlanta calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows that they're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts. starts to add up.
Andrell Jefferson never making an all-star team. He's got the numbers on offense to get him there. People just feel he's probably, what, Clark, one-dimensional?
Well, you know, even though the all-star game has no defense for the most part, you usually need to play a little bit of D to have a chance to get there.
And Zeller kicks to Kid Gilchrist. That is good.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Atlanta leads by 7. Here's Teague. Bust up Kansas, finishing track. Teague's got his first basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
I am good.
And this is an important game for him. I mean, he's back in his hometown. I think he could be a factor. He's around friends and family. You're getting that good home cooking as well. That usually comes with that. And I think when you're playing against any team, and even though you're on the road like this, it's not really a normal road game, per se. I'm expecting to see a solid outing from him tonight.
A nice shot by Lynn. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Atlanta's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Williams kicks to Kid Gilchrist. An easy 2 points on the layup. Kid Gilchrist has got 6 points.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
In the corner, Bazemore with it. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication.
Here's Lynn after the basket by Atlanta. To the paint, here's Williams. And a wide-open look for Lynn. Bazemore grabs the miss.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that.
Humphries pushes to Heinrich. And Bazemore kicks to Humphries. Now the feed to T. Heinrich inside the three-point line. To the left side wing. Bazemore. Rebound by Williams. Hornets trail by 4. Lynn the pass to Williams. He dishes it to Zeller. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second violation.
Hawks ball.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Teague for 3, and he gets it to go. Teague's got 5 now. Lynn. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. The Hawks on top, leading by 7. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Dot on your face for no good reason at all. We in a bad place.
You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level. And that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start.
Kemba Walker.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Atlanta, Teague and Heinrich in the backcourt. Horford is out there with Humphries, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward.
And Charlotte had a lot of momentum going into last season off that playoff appearance. But they just stumbled out of the gates last season and spent the whole year playing catch-up.
Atlanta making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Lee's checked in. Outside, Walker. To the middle. It's tipped. Humphries with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Ahead. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Humphries. And it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Charlotte has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And for the Hornets, they seem to get back on track last January, but they faded Clark quickly after that. Were too far behind to make up room and get the play.
And, you know, they had a rash of injuries, Kevin, and that really did them in. All in all, it was a season that just didn't have any traction for them because of the injury.
And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Kyle Korver.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Kicks it to Zeller. All alone. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Zeller's got his first points of the night. Atlanta leading by 7. Batum with the steal. And here we go with Batum heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals. That allows you to get out in transition.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 11. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's Hardaway, and the layup's good off the glass. Hardaway's got 4 points this quarter.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Walker goes in. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Hawks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. It's stolen by Jefferson. Outside, Walker. Lets it fly from 18. Will not go. This is off the front eye.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Humphries. And it's off from three-point range. Hornets trail by 9. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Lee kicks to Zeller. Inside. Here's Walker. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Walker's got 13.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Humphries dishes to Korver. Schroeder passes to Porter. He feeds it to Schroeder. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. On the way, that's a 2-pointer. Shot no good. Good D by Lee.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Outside, Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. Schroeder kicks to Humphries. Right side, Korver. Batum with the steal. Walker dishes to Batum. It's stolen by Schroeder. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Hardaway. Now that's how to finish the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of the great Tim Hardaway Sr., had a very good rookie season. However, last season, Clark, not the improvement that some were hoping to see out of him.
Kevin, you knew the expectations were going to be high going forward, very high. But sometimes you step back before you move forward. He only shot 39% last season. Very low for a guy of his caliber.
Now here's Jefferson. 14 points from him the last game against Miami.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboard, Kev, and that also was a factor.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And now,
and we were talking about Hardaway Jr., and he had a very good shot coming out of college, does a good job of freeing himself off screens, plays with good energy and intensity. For this young man, I believe the sky is the limit.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
You know, with Hardaway Jr., it's not my thing to compare guys to other players, but he could use a little bit of his dad's quickness and ball handling. Tim Sr. was one of the best in the league at getting his own shot and getting shots for others. If Tim Jr. can get half of that in his game, his star will rise.
Atlanta making some changes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Chris Humphries. And McLemore subbed in for Hardaway. Dishes it to McLemore. Fades back. That's good from Horford on the assist from McLemore. 10 points for Horford.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
And the shot is good. That's now 8 points for Al Jefferson.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
That one goes. Covered.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Hornets trail by 8. And here's Batum. 8 points for him. And here we go. McLemore heading to the hoop. Count it. And he's got 8 of 9 from the floor.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Outside, Batum. Feeds it to Zeller. Back to Batum. Over in the corner. Lead. Ball's knocked loose.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
To the left wing. Shooter passes to Bazemore. Right side Korver unloads from 13. Again, the Hawks score.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Now, here's Walker. 13 points in the game. And Batum kicks to Walker. Pass to Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. Well, guys, no secret that Al Jefferson has never been known for his defense. Clark, mostly viewed as an offensive player.
Yeah, he really is strong down in the low post, but last season, Jefferson went out of his way to change that no defense perception of him.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good.
Excellent night from Jefferson. He has 9 points and 2 steals. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Marvin Williams is checked in for Cody Zeller. Lamb comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach. Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
No good from Lamb. Atlanta leading by 12. Horford in the post, defended by Jefferson. Horford, no luck. And Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. And he's a Van Gundy disciple, Clark. Was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, and
Hornets trail by 12. Lynn kicks to Lamb. Jefferson, a screen on Korver. Jefferson setting the pick for Lamb. Now here's Batum, guarded by McLemore. Batum attacking, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Now here's McLemore. 21 points in the game. Jacks up a three. Shot, no good. Charlotte's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Lynn dishes 2 of 2. Jefferson has a wide open look. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Here's Bazemore. On the way, Korver buries it from three-point range. Korver's got 12 in the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Charlotte calls timeout. Well, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like you actually. Runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball, the consummate role player.
And he really is. And you know, you have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball, Kevin. There's only one out there. Right. And you're going to have 5 guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
And the Hornets call time here.
And, you know, going back to Kent Bazemore, he was not a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Was solid and unspectacular in college. Entered the NBA as an undrafted free agent. Exceeded everybody's expectation.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running things through Jefferson. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thanks, Doris.
And getting back to Kent Bazemore, I mean, he will always have a role in this league because of his defense and his positive attitude. He's the kind of guy who gets counted out early and goes on to have a legitimate 10-year NBA career.
Here's Lynn. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Lynn's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The Hawks leading by 11. Pass to Patterson. Releases from 15. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 3rd assist on the night. Charlotte has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Lynn kicks to Williams. Jefferson against Horford. The jump hook. Jefferson with the bucket, getting it done inside. Jefferson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. No luck. Good work defensively by Horford. Atlanta's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, it's always nice to see a strong inside game, and that's what we've got going on there. I mean, they're pounding it inside.
Cody's always checked in for Al Jefferson. The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That's good from Horford.
And guys, you got to love the front court for these Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Al Horford and Paul Millsap both give up a few inches in terms of height, but you won't find a more skilled and versatile front court in the NBA.
Well, speaking of the skill of the Atlanta front court, their offense predicated on ball movement and spacing and shooting, a lot like San Antonio. Horford and Millsap, a perfect fit.
Really, those two enjoy playing together. Excellent chemistry between them because they're both mobile, agile, skilled big guys.
Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago. You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it up in year 2. In fact, his production only improved slightly. But that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
And for Cody Zeller, Greg, there's a reason he was the 4th overall pick back in 2013. He showed the size and athleticism to be a difference maker in college. And Clark, now he has to do it at the pro level as well, and I think people are pretty confident he can.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with those folks myself because he does have the tools. It's now a matter of transitioning and becoming a little better shooting the ball than he's shown.
And guys, you know, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42, and not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their new stretch 4.
And the first one drops. Well, the thing about Marvin Williams, you know, we know he doesn't create for others. He doesn't generate a lot of blocks or steals. But, you know, the one thing he does, he can hit the boards, he rebounds well, and he's got a pretty good shot from outside.
Yeah, and last season he didn't have any big numbers, but the ones that were at least respectable were in the areas you just mentioned, rebounding and three-point shooting, Kevin.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling.
Now here's Millsap. 9 points in the game so far. And it's T. That time on the assist by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got his 4th assist in this one. Hornets trail by 14. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte moving it around. There's a screen by Williams. Lamb. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lamb's got 5 now.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
They were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Here's Lynn. Rebound, Atlanta. Millsap's got rebound number 5 here tonight. From deep three-point range. Oh, yes! How about that shot? Big time! Incredible!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
And we finished one half of basketball. Hawks lead by 15. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with Al Jefferson. And Al, what's the strategy been so far defensively, and what needs to happen in the second half in that regard?
Well, we just got to help. You know, we can't let everybody beat us. We just got to, everybody got to help and on the defense end and give them the key to protect the paint.
Pick your poison. Can't let everybody beat you, Al. We appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 15. Kenny?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
On defense, they've been all over the place, especially when it comes time to protecting the rim. They struggle in a lot of areas, but they got to toughen up inside. It's a tough matchup for them right now, but that interior presence has to improve if they want to chip away at that deficit.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Now It's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Some fantastic numbers for McLemore. He's got 21 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
Here's Schroeder. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Williams down low with Jefferson. Kemba Walker is out there with Lee. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Outside, Walker. Williams a screen. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Schroeder. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it.
A moment here to see the numbers for Horford. Coming off a terrific season. He put up about 15 points a game last season. 7 rebounds and 3 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
No good on that one.
And what a year last year for the Hawks. And what a job they did in their division. So many people thought Washington or Miami would run away with the Southeast, but the Hawks took that division by storm.
Outside, Walker. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
Charlotte ball.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's Schroeder. Now the dish to Millsap. From deep three-point range, Hornets with the rebound. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Lee penetrating. The kick out to Walker. Jefferson. His three-pointers off the mark. Atlanta leading by 18. Out to the wing. Here's Schroeder. Hits the three-point bomb. Schroeder's got 5 points so far.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Williams a screen. It's stolen by Schroeder. Drops in the breakaway layup. Schroeder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Charlotte has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Now here's Walker, guarded closely. He kicks it to Jefferson. Will it go? Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Korver passes to Horford. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Now here's Walker. He's guarded by Schroeder. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Pulls up. No good off the back of the rim.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Lee dishes to Walker. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. Walker's got 15 points.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And it's Schroeder missing. The Hornets have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Picked by Williams. Jumper off the screen. And it's Lee, that time on the assist by Jefferson. Jefferson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And guys, Courtney Lee, now having completed 7 full seasons, very much the same guy now as he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
Atlanta calls timeout. Talking about Courtney Lee, you know the ball handling and court vision are suspect, but you don't care because he's provided solid defense on the wing, Clark, and he's hit over 40% of his threes last year.
And he's also one of the best free throw shooting 2 guards in the league, Kevin. And last year he and Conley were out of sight at the end of games. That's a wonderful combo to have, 2 great free throw shooting guards late.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Fast break, here they come. Here's Walker. Walker missing again. The Hawks leading by 21. Here's Hardaway. And Bazemore kicks to Patterson. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
4-2. Hornets timeout called.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And now your
After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33-49 just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
By himself, throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
That drops. Hardaway's got 8.
You know, for the Hornets, they've not made consecutive playoff appearances since the team moved to New Orleans back in 2002. They just haven't been able to stay consistent enough to make it to the playoffs back-to-back years.
The 3. And Lee pulls it down. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Inside, outside for Batum, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
And here's Atlanta. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Out to the wing. Puts it up from 17. Williams with the defensive effort.
And, guys, what's rough with the Hornets is that they were a consistent playoff fixture in the late 90s. Still, the team has never made it to the conference finals in its franchise history, and that should be a goal for them in the coming years.
Here's Patterson after Al Jefferson scored. On the wing. And he gets the bucket. Humphries has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
4-2.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And it's Walker penetrating. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
A look here at last year in the NBA, where the Hornets ranked. 1st in fewest turnovers per game. 7th in blocks. And they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game.
And I want to go back to that turnover ranking. Best in the NBA. That's a huge stat to look at when you talk about their ability to execute and the decision-making. They don't beat themselves. And that's a big reason why they won as much as they did.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Jefferson.
The NBA has done a terrific job of increasing its presence around the globe. I mean, what was once a national sport has become a global sport in a relatively short time. I think that'll continue to be the case as a larger international presence moves forward.
Offensive rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Patterson passes to Humphries. Bazemore for 3. A rebound by Jefferson. Jefferson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Walker kicks to Lee. Down low, shoots from the block, and it's Humphries with the rebound. The Hawks shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. And Jefferson sends it back. Walker goes in, and the Hornets miss again.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
And it's time for an injury report. And now Doris Burke has an update for us on Al Jefferson.
Well, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Charlotte. At this point, he's saying that it looks like a level 1 twisted ankle. A discouraging development for this team so early in the season. We'll see what kind of impact it has on them in the long term, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Charlotte. Hawks shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. For 3, Heinrich. And he gets it to go. Heinrich's got 5. Here's Walker. 15 points in the game.
Timeout Charlotte.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And guys, Kirk Heinrich, a steady, reliable point guard, but not last season. Something went severely wrong with his shot to the point where he suffered career-low shooting percentages from the field and from three-point.
Talking about Heinrich, the one thing you expect from him is consistency. But when he couldn't provide it last year, the team turned to a different backup point guard.
Exactly right, Kevin. Heinrich couldn't have felt good about becoming a third stringer, averaging the fewest minutes per game of his career last season.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He told Batum that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
In the corner, Bazemore with it. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Bazemore's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Charlotte has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Batum attacking, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Atlanta's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Bazemore for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it. That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned, pound-the-rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
Now here's Lamb. He has 5. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Not loose. The Hornets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Walker dishes to Lamb. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Hawks. From 8. Humphries, no good. Now Walker, he's got 17.
Get on Walker, come on!
Pass to Batum, launches it. No good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And Muscala kicks to Humphries. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Humphries has got 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Atlanta making some changes. Al Horford is checked in for Muscala. Teague comes in for Hardaway. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Patterson. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Charlotte. Charlotte's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Certainly the biggest surprise last year, Clark, was the play of the Atlanta Hawks. Few would have picked them to win the East at the start of the season.
Well, they did it, and they earned it. The Hawks didn't have any superstars on their roster, but they won with solid team play.
And Atlanta has possession after Jeremy Lamb's miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lynn with it, picked up by Teague. They set the pick. Here's Lamb. They get it back. Zeller. Can't cash in from close range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Lynn. 1:24 left in the third quarter. And it's sent back by Horford. An even 3-on-3 break. Got a piece of it and stolen by Zeller. Teague on the double team.
Don't let Lynn shoot that.
Lynn from long range. That's good. Lynn's got 9.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Teague left side from the wing. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Charlotte's gone into a slump here from three-point range. Shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Zeller. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And the layup is good. Kid Gilchrist has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Fires the 3. Rebounded by Lamb. The Hornets shooting 52% from the 4. Nice work so far from them. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He was all alone on that one. 11 points here for Lynn. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Bazemore for 3. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Walker's shot is off. Here's Teague. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time, the replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain, and that's why we have replay to get these big calls right.
We're in agreement.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Atlanta running away with it. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Teague's gone 6 of 9 from the field, just 3 misses, shooting a terrific 67%. McLemore is out there with Paul Milson. Then it's Chris Humphries. Then there's Teague, and it's Hardaway in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Hawks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Teague, the pass to Millsap. Teague kicks to Millsap. Hawks passing it around. And the pass to Humphries. 17-foot shot on the way. The rebound by Hansbrough. The Hornets shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. That's good.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Teague inside the line. The Hornets pull it in. The drive by Lee. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Shots good by McLemore.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Oh, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Teague inside the line. That doesn't go in either for Teague. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Lynn kicks to Hansbrough. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Hansbrough's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Teague for 3. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And Hawes kicks to Daniels. And another 3 for Charlotte.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 26 points for Ben McLemore. Hornets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Lynn dishes to Hansbrough. Moves back up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them eat from deep.
And so here's Charlotte. Outside, Lynn. The feed to Lee. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their teams. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
Hansbrough, that's good.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Heinrich inside the three-point line. No good off the front iron. To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Hawes. And guys, Spencer Hawes signed a 4-year, $23 million contract with the Clippers prior to last season. Not sure the Clippers felt like they got their money's worth. He did improve a little bit in the playoffs. There still may be some hope for him in L.A.
Well, I'd have to agree with you, Kevin. I mean, he had some moments, but on the season shot a career low from the foul line as well as in several other areas.
And getting back to Spencer Hawes, he actually stayed pretty healthy last season. He had obviously one of the best point guards in the NBA feeding in the basketball. But for some reason, Hawes couldn't hit even 40% of his shot.
And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Heinrich from outside. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Hawes got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Well, you look at Hawes' big contract deal last season. Let's be fair about it. I mean, that happened after he posted some of his best ever career averages the year before. That's why if you're a front office type, you wish you had a crystal ball.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
To the inside. They swipe it. Kicks it to Heinrich. Knocked loose. "13 feet away, and that one's good."
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Charlotte has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Hansbrough setting the pick for Lynn. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
And that one falls for Lin.
In talking about Lin last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective, and I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Al Horford is checked in for Mike Muscala, and it's Korver in for Hardaway.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking. And, you know, getting back to Lin, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field and was eventually shut down for the year. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Jefferson. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Over to the left wing. Here's Horford. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. 19 points for Horford.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Shot's good by Walker.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Heinrich kicks to Horford. From deep. Kirk Heinrich good for 3.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Walker with it. Screen by Jefferson. Millsap with the double team.
Hey, yo, Jeremy!
It's Jefferson with the drive. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Walker with it. He's picked up by Heinrich. And Walker kicks to Batum. Jefferson setting the pick for Batum. And a wide open look for Walker. No good on the triple.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Heinrich inside the 3-point line. And the jumper falls for him. Heinrich's got 5 points in the quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
And the Hornets making a change here. Lee's checked in.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
Batum wide open. He fights. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Boy, Jefferson got really physical on that screen to help set the shot up.
The Hawks again can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And he gets it to go. Jefferson's got 10 points here in the second half. And with Iron Man streaks, it isn't just injury that can get you. It's scheduled days off and getting suspended games, too.
Yeah, just for reference, last season DeAndre Jordan was the active leader, played over 300 straight games as a player. He was the leader in the league, but he wasn't even a third of the way to Green's historic mark of consecutive games.
On the wing, Batum. Williams has a screen for Batum. That's short off the rim.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
For the Hawks, Chris Humphries has checked in for Millsap, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Kyle Korver. Charlotte also making some changes. Spencer Hawes has checked in for Jefferson, and Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Nobody near Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists here tonight. The Hawks shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Heinrich kicks to McLemore. The 3. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got 6 rebounds in the game. He dishes it to Williams. And sent back by Horford. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Williams with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Lee. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
The Hornets shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. He feeds it to Lamb. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. No luck. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hawks.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Al Horford. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around. Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Humphries the pass to Heinrich. The three-pointer no good. Lee dishes to Walker. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Al, a very productive offensive night for you. What allowed you to be so effective in getting your scoring opportunities?
The guys were just finding me, and, so it kind of freed me up a little bit and allowed me to get more shots. And we were flying around the whole game.
Well, congratulations on such a solid night offensively, guys.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Al Horford.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.